Hello viewers, Rain City Wrench here. I've got a 2012 Ford Explorer. It's come in with a check engine light on and a supplemental restraint light on. I pulled the codes. It's got a P0456 Evap Code, really common on a Ford, and a B1213 passenger seatbelt buckle pretensioner deployment control. I'm going to show you how I diagnose these while just using the PIDs only on an Autel. Okay, I've done an auto scan. Let's go after this Evap code first. Okay, we're gonna go, let's see what we want to do here. We're going to go into canister vent valve. The PIDs we want to look at we'll go into like Purge duty cycle, vent valve 2. We want to look at our fuel tank pressure sensor, wherever that's at in here. Fuel tank pressure 1 and 2. Let's go with those, see how that looks. Okay, we've got fuel tank pressure 2.6 volts on a Ford. That's about atmospheric pressure, so that looks good. And fuel tank pressure itself, inches of water, it's like 0.08. That's pretty much right at atmospheric pressure. We've got vent valve 0% commanded on, and purge valve. So let's go ahead and start this thing up. And we're going to watch this fuel tank pressure. Let's go ahead and turn our vent on. And our purge valve, no duty cycle. Look at this. We're building vacuum right off the bat. Fuel tank pressure, voltage is dropping. And we're like 0.3 psi. Our canister purge is still about 0. There, it automatically timed us out. So that told us right there that the purge valve is stuck open. Really simple test to do. If you don't have an IDS, these Autels can still do a really good job of doing that check for you. Now let's go over to, let's see, what was this other code? A B1213 passenger seatbelt buckle. We need to get into, what module is that? Restraint control module. Now we're going to look at the drivers versus a passenger pretensioner resistance. We're going to compare the two, see if it's really obvious. Okay, let's see. Driver seatbelt pretensioner deployment. There's retractor. We need just pretensioner. Let's go over to passenger seatbelt pretensioner. Take those to the top. We've got drivers 2.6 ohms, passenger, just 4 ohms. Now the spec on these is anywhere from 1.7 to 2.75 ohms. So this one is high. Now this Pretensioner is in the passenger B pillar. So we'll need to take that cover off, get at that connector, and see if we've got electrical fretting or high resistance there. And if we do, it's a simple fix, and we can double check it by looking at these PIDs right here. So that's how you do it. It's really simple, fast. Now let's get after these problems and fix them. Okay, let's get at the purge valve and see if it's stuck open. Let's connect the vacuum gauge. Fired up. Well, what do you know? It's stuck open. Of course, I already knew that by checking my evap PIDs. In with the new valve. It's about as easy as it gets for purge valves. Okay, let's check the new one, just for the heck of it. That's better. Computer should like that. Okay, the passenger seatbelt buckle pretensioner deployment control circuit actually goes through circuit C210. It's right kick panel, and through C312 at the passenger seat. I'd wiggle the connector down here, C312. I'm going to disconnect it right now. You can see what happens. Resistance goes to 65 ohms. It was about 4 ohms, or a little over 4 ohms. There's connected back in, 2.5 ohms. It's matches really close to the driver's side. So it is fixed. I need to pull that off, put a little dielectric in that connector and snap it back together. But it's pretty much as simple as that. Clear all these codes, take it for a test drive, and ship it. I hope you subscribe so you don't miss out. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the bell. Feel free to make comments below. I'd love to hear them. Happy motoring, and see you in the next one.